So there was a devil here called Kanji. So it is that devil whose name was placed on Mokanji, place of Kanji, that is Mokanji. So Mokanji was really booming in the 70s, late 80s and 90s before the war. Of course, Mokanji was competing with Freetown for social life, social activity. Mokanji had electricity, Mokanji had water supply, you name it, Mokanji was everything. Then the curtain was drawn down on the 17th of January 1995 at around 12 midday when the rebels overran this town. Everybody was running helter-skelter. All properties were left, nothing. In fact, some people lose their lives, their children and everything. Everybody went away. People, of course, access Mokanji still because now the medical facility is yet there. For our water supply, of course, we get water from the spring. And we have the schools. Of course, the school structure is on. We have 3 primary schools here, each having an average of 350 pupils. And we have 2 secondary schools, each having an average of 250 pupils. So virtually the school sector, there has been no much damage on that area. Most of the school children, of course, come from the surrounding villages to come here seek for their education. And Mokanji, of course, as I said, there was a population of 5,000 to 6,000 now, only 1,000. But there is the necessity, there is still the affinity to develop this community. The community has potentials which we can build on. The health center can be built upon, especially like the social amenity, the social entities are there. If you can see, the pavilion is there that was left. It's a relics of the past mining company, Siromco. The field is there. It can be developed. The social life can be built up so that people can really feel the Mokanji that Mokanji has, before is trying to come back to life. With the advent of A.M.E.N, he has tried to inject more life in us to love this community. Initially, we had problems with wearings. Now with Eric, everybody can boast of good wearings, good clothing. And more, he has more intentions, more developmental packages in mind for the community. Right? He wants to develop the community so that we will know that Mokanji, the past glories are coming back.
This program don't come Mokanji is fine because since the war began, Kenya. Now Mr. Eric I don't come with this program now, so more of this Jones business will not be ever get an eye. So if you don't come now, it all will happen. Anybody, all man planning and some for that. And it really reason.
So this is the compound we acquired when we came to Mokanji. And it's rather large. I think it was built in like early 1990s by the mining company. So what I propose to do, by the way, we had a meeting yesterday with the whole village, the whole town, Paramount Chief, people in the village, and they were pretty receptive. So the concept we want to do is we want to kind of rebuild our compound so it's aesthetically nice and also provides business for the community.
Like the last year, he organized a gala, football gala, which attracted people from the 32 villages within the Mokanji axis, about at a distance of 7 miles radius. They all emerged here even from Sierra Ruta, which is about 10 miles from here. People came from here, from those ends, to come around and watch these football galas.
Because we want to also build little shops inside. And all through here and all down through here. That way everyone in the village who wants to can have a shop. We could probably put 50 shops, right? And the shops, of course, will sell something. That's what we're going to call the park. We want someone to sponsor our park, hopefully a bank. And the bank will be responsible for the business of those shops, all open accounts, what have you. So that is our park scenario.
We need people to come in and invest in Mokanji. They will not regret, because there are people all around who really want to stay in Mokanji. But how can they stay there? They need something to push them, to motivate them to come around.
Then we have, come on, the field. What I'm proposing is for us to, of course, name the field. Hopefully we'll get a telecommunications company. And what they can do is they can paint anything they want, anywhere they want. They can use the roofs, the stadium, the ceiling, whatever they like. Having those two components will enable us to have a Luma. And this Luma is going to be on a Saturday. And you might not know this, but Lumas in the villages are how they sell their stuff and how the community makes money. They have one on Thursdays on Matrujang. They have one on Mondays at Gambatok. And we want to have one here on Saturdays. And we will sell football and we will sell entertainment. Well, if we add entertainment, and if we can actually add a Luma which will sell food and drinks and all things that will add to that experience, we'll have a profitable one day a week. And that's the concept here. We need to have that.
So we really think, we do hope that we'll get donors to come and assist us in this town.
Your company will enable these customers you have or you want, whether you're Tigo, whether you're Africell, whether you're Zane, A.M.E.N. Just imagine, there's probably 20 villages that are small that you never would hit, that are just too small. But we'll bring them all here, and your field will be responsible for this fantastic entertainment, which they never would see unless they went to Freetown, Boa, Canada, or Togo. And that has value. And we're going to videotape all this. We're going to document this. We're going to really do our best to promote and show the world how we can all, as a country, change this one village, which used to be a great place. And that's the scenario as far as the field goes. I mean, the field will be a heart of our community, no question about it. All the things we do at the field will have attached that name to it. And it should be the best investment anyone's ever made, because it's ongoing and it matters. I mean, you will attract a very big clientele that either you have already or you haven't had. And we'll make sure of that. Anyone who sponsors us, we will sponsor them. If someone comes in and takes care of their business, we'll take care of ours. With all the support that is available in Africa, in Sierra Leone, to help, this is what the future is. The future, unfortunately, it's not about Freetown. It's not really about Bo or Kenema. These guys are already developed. It's these kind of places.